Hello, welcome back to Ignite. My name is Lightning, and I'm here with Miss Haley.
Hello.
Hello. Hello. So Haley is going to be the co-host for this season. Very happy to have you.
Don't know if I'm happy yet or not. I have to deal with your ass.
You love me. Shut up. Bitch. So, I want to talk about something. And if you don't want to, just let me know. Like I told you, you don't want anything, we can always cut it out. Because, I edit this shit. This is mine, bitch. I own it.
I'm scared. What do you want to talk about?
I wanted to talk about why you're here. Like doing podcasts and stuff. Like doing this. Now, because it's a very common thing, especially for for smaller YouTubers like myself. I was very nervous to do it. Because I'm like, okay, well, what if I don't get the views? And, what if people just don't like it and stuff? I was just, especially for me being how I am, very nervous, just in general.
Yeah.
I kind of did things ass backwards because I feel like it's easier to start with podcasts and then work your way to YouTube. Now,
Yes.
my God, the ass water came right back up. She's bubbly. I know you've said before that you were interested in making a YouTube channel.
Yes.
ASMR, right?
ASMR, book reviews,
Like makeup tutorials and stuff?
not makeup tutorials, because I'm decent at makeup,
Mhm.
but I know how to wing it.
Right.
I don't know how to, explain
Right.
things.
Do you think, well, first of all, tell me why. Tell me why. You haven't done that because you said that you were going to do that. You were thinking about it and wanting to. I want to say like 2 years ago. Like you bought a ring light and everything. Like you were prepared.
Yes.
What happened?
I have really bad anxiety.
Right.
And, remember when we were teenagers where I went through, I don't want to call it a phase, but I can't think of a better word. So I went through a phase where I couldn't post anything on social media or anything like that.
Yeah.
My anxiety was so bad that whenever I would do anything on social media, like a post anything, I felt like I was gonna, this may be graphic, but throw up acid.
Right.
Like, I was a wreck. And I wanted to test it out, and I made a little video.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you did record a video?
I did record a video.
Okay.
I hated it.
Really?
Yes.
Now,
I don't like how I look on camera or
okay.
anything like that. Also, the lighting in my room isn't all that great, and I can't do it anywhere else because
Right.
I live with my family.
Right. Now, were you using the ring light?
I was using the ring light, and I was recording on my phone because I don't have
That's what I do. Does your ring light have?
a little stand.
No. It's got a little box on the cord where it's got up down power, or is
Yes.
it just turn on?
No, I can.
You can adjust the brightness.
I can adjust the brightness. Yeah.
Okay. So what I did, because I felt like when I was doing videos, I looked very washed out and just very pale. I looked very sick.
Yeah.
I turned down because I didn't know what the fuck I was. I didn't know what those were for, so I just didn't touch them. Why would I mess around with something I bought? By the way, it's broken. I have to buy a new one.
Of course it is.
Well, between moving and him,
Yeah.
it's a little busted. But I want to get a bigger one anyway. And I really want to get a camera this year for YouTube because doing it on my phone, it's just a pain in the ass. I turned down the brightness by 2, so it looks more natural, and I open the windows. But look at, so what I do is I move the table back here, and I put the ring light on. So I'll set up my phone to record, and then I'll go behind it, and I will look at how the brightness is, and go from there.
See, I can't do that.
Yours was against Vanity, right? Was it on your Vanity?
It was on my vanity. I am gonna move it to where it is in front of a window because I rearranged my room to where I have a shelf right underneath one of my windows. So I'm gonna move it there. That way I have more natural lighting, and I'm probably gonna do it during the day. That way I don't need the ring light, and I just use it for like a phone stand.
Right.
But also, I am one of the most awkward people out there. You're laughing because you know it's true.
I'm right there with you. Okay, you're a little bit more than me, but
yes,
it's okay.
I am awkward as fuck.
But that's
So,
okay.
well,
It's perfectly fine.
It is, but not when you're trying to make a video that's supposed to make people calm and relax. Like me, I can't fall asleep without listening to ASMR.
Right.
Because with my ADHD and dyslexia, I cannot turn my brain off.
Now, what kind do you like? Because I can't stand the chewing ones.
Really, I love spoolie nibbling.
But I can't listen to the. I hate it. I hate it.
Oh my god, I love it.
I dropped my phone. Please hold.
I love it. It is my favorite. Okay, so it's spoolie nibbling. I
Need to check the cords.
Haircuts. I love haircuts.
Can't relate.
Shut
Was not about it.
I love like role play drawing you. So like the ASMR artist is drawing me.
Oh.
Because like they'll go up to the camera with like their thumb or the pencil and look like they're measuring you. I love measuring ASMR and inaudible whispering.
This is just like a whole world that I just don't know of.
Yes, and it is amazing. Because I was like, what the hell is this? Funny thing is, I got into ASMR by accidentally clicking on, I think it was a Japanese hair salon video.
Really?
Yes, because it's a 2-minute video, and it was just a whole bunch of noises. Like the girl was getting a massage, and she got an oil treatment, and I'm like, this is relaxing. So I went down a rabbit hole.
Right.
And suddenly I'm on ASMR, and I haven't looked back.
Well, damn.
Yeah.
Do you think this podcast, because I know you were nervous for the first episode, and that was literally like 15 minutes ago we ended that. So off that one that we did, how are you feeling now? Because I know you were nervous in the beginning, because I know you don't like having a microphone in your face.
Yeah. I'm okay with this, mostly because I'm not on camera.
Right.
Like,
now, how would you feel? Because we did it once, and it was pretty good. Because I noticed a lot of podcasts also put out like a video, which I don't really understand unless you're doing something. So like when IgKnight did it, we put out a podcast called The First Onesie Day, because Megan really was like, hey, you know what we should do? Because Megan's in the same boat. She wanted to do a YouTube video, but she doesn't know what to do. And I'm like, well, hey, if you want to do YouTube, come on a video with me. Like we'll figure something out. Like Steve's been in a couple of my videos. I haven't really collabed with anybody else, but that way she's like on camera. We did a video where we wore a onesie. Everybody wore a onesie. I wore my wolf onesie. Megan wore her panda onesie, and Ashley wore her Jack Skellington onesie. We put that on camera. But I feel like how we are right now, this is not entertaining to be enough to be on camera.
Yeah.
Like if we were to do something crazy like crazy hair day or like crazy makeup day, then like, yeah, because it's something for people to watch and be like, oh, they look cool and whatever. I don't understand why podcasts, I'm not saying it's bad. I'm not saying that they should stop. I don't understand why, because a podcast is meant to be audio, not visuals.
Yeah.
So I just feel like it's a waste of my time to record us already having a conversation that we're already recording and post it on YouTube when this is just, this is going to go everywhere else, like Spotify and all that. Like, I don't get it unless you're doing something with it.
Yes.
So like, how would you feel? Again, if you don't want to, we don't have to. We did it because Megan really wanted to, and you know, it was enjoyable. About doing something like that where we do like onesies, or since we already did that, like probably like something else, like crazy hair or makeup or something.
We both dye our hair.
That's a daily thing for us.
Honestly, I need to dye my hair bad, and so do you.
I do.
Don't act like you don't have to.
I just dyed it.
I know, but you need to bring it up more.
I do. I was kind of not wanting to, but you know what? Now that you say that, I did want to kind of like go like aquamarine the other day, like my whole head.
Yeah.
But I'm like, I don't know about it.
It's just going light to dark is kind of.
Well, like
it's a dangerous process.
It is, like because I went from black to blonde in a day.
Yes.
And oh my god, like don't get me wrong, I can do it with no bleach and all that, but it's an all-day thing.
Mm-hmm.
It costs less than going to a salon and having it bleached, which is I like that, and it's don't get me wrong, putting anything in your hair is not healthy for it, but it's like me with smoking, like vaping. Yeah, it's not healthy, but it's better than smoking a cigarette. Mm-hmm. Putting this stuff in your hair, yeah, it's not healthy, but it's better than bleach.
Yeah.
Like I'm not saying, okay, it doesn't do the same thing as bleach. It, like, obviously doesn't make it as light as that, but if you don't want to, like, damage your hair, it's a nice alternative.
Yes.
If you don't want to spend the money on the bleach and do that. Yeah, I have, I've gone dark back to blonde. I've gone from blonde to dark. Like, I do it all the time.
Yeah.
But then I wonder why I have to cut, like, 5 inches of my hair off, which I regret doing. I have to buy fucking weaves in now. Like, because, like, I want long hair. I've always wanted long hair.
I'm working on it. Like,
this is not the longest your hair's been. I've seen it longer.
No, actually, what?
I've seen your hair longer.
How?
When you were blonde.
My hair was this long when I was blonde.
I swear to God it was longer. I don't know why I keep thinking your hair was, like, down to your fucking hips.
My hair's never been to my hips.
I don't know why.
Never in my life.
But whenever I think of your blonde hair, I keep thinking it was down to your hips.
Okay, looking at your hair down now, no, you don't.
Yeah.
Okay. Your hair was
It's because it was up.
Yeah, your hair
Oh,
up
you
was
haven't
throwing
seen
me
it
off.
like this, have you?
No. Okay, no.
You saw it Friday, but my hair was up as well.
Yes.
Because it's hot. I always have my hair up.
Yeah, okay, never mind. You threw me off.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm blonde now, but the bottom of my hair, because I'm not on camera and I don't post pictures.
Yeah.
Which we'll discuss. So I'm at blonde, but my blonde fades to black, which then fades to like a dark purple, but it's an aqua, like in the light, it's like blue, dark green.
Yes, it's blue.
I had a problem with the blonde hair dye that I got. I was trying a new brand. I don't like it. It worked on the top of my head, but for some reason the bottom half stayed like dark brown. So I was like, you know what? I don't want dark brown. So I put the color in, and I like it.
Yeah, no, it looks good.
My hair's gonna go fucking purple again in a couple months when Spirit starts anyway.
Right.
So I'm like, whatever. I'm gonna change it anyway. If I don't like it, I'll just let it fade out.
Yeah, but actually, this is the longest my hair has been since freshman year of high school.
Really?
Yes. Because remember, after freshman year, I cut my hair up to my shoulders, which you were so pissed about.
Oh my God, don't ever do that again.
Yeah. But, no, my hair's never been to my hips. That is my goal now.
Yep.
I'm only doing little trims to get the split ends off and whatnot.
Have you thought about hair extensions? Just clips?
No, because I'm a lazy bitch. I won't ever put them in.
You're right.
But
not that it takes long, but like you have to style them afterwards, and
my hair's either up, like in a ponytail, or it's down.
Because I was like, I'll get hair extensions when I had black hair because for me it's easy. I cannot match blonde.
Yeah.
Hair extensions for my hair.
That's because there's like 50 different types of blonde.
Oh my God. Well, that, and I have natural multi-tonal blonde hair. Like, you remember when I had my natural color, when they cut it, I had white, black, red, like, and I had never dyed my hair because I was donating it, but I had all these natural tones in it. And I was like, what the fuck is this? I haven't dyed my hair. I don't understand
where all those colors came from, because when your hair was natural, your hair was like white blonde.
Yeah.
So when they cut it all off, where the fuck did those colors come from?
Because I have naturally multi-tonal blonde hair.
Yeah, but no, like looking at it, it looked white blonde.
Yeah. But then when you cut it,
I'm like, what?
It's just weird. Hair is so weird.
It is weird.
So what I got, I was doing research on hair growth the other day, and I got so depressed. Do you know how much your hair grows in a month?
Like, 1/4 of an inch?
A centimeter. Ah. I am pissed off. Like, I spend so much money. My shampoo is so expensive. But it's a moisturizing shampoo, but not, it doesn't revive all the moisture because I have naturally really greasy hair.
Oh, I do too.
So when I wash my hair, I can go without washing it for like 3 days. As opposed to like when I was using Aussie, I had to wash my hair every other day because it would restore all the oil.
Yes. For me, my family and I, we started using shampoo and conditioner bars.
Really? I couldn't get with it.
No, we order from this one company. We don't go to Lush or anything like that.
Okay.
And it's made with rice and rice water.
Oh, so natural. Not all those preservatives.
No, okay, it's so natural that an ad for it came up on TikTok.
Really?
Yes.
I want to try.
And it's
Is
citrus.
It Lush that you build your own shampoo?
No, but
Tisha uses it, and she says she really likes it. I want to give it a try just to see, because you can you put in there what kind of hair type you have, and they'll tell you like what ingredients they'll put in it, but you can remove, like if you're allergic or whatever, you can remove the certain ingredients. It's made specifically for you.
Yeah.
But it costs the same amount. Like I'll tell you how much I spend. I spend like $60 on shampoo and $60 on conditioner. Each bottle $60. So I spend a decent amount of money. But it's I use salon grade shit.
Yeah, no. See, the company we order from has different types of bars where we ordered it for like greasy hair.
Right.
Like my hair is very oily.
Right.
And they sent us citrus shampoo and conditioner bars, and they are amazing. I love them. And between, like, we have a monthly subscription, so each month they send us a new bar.
Function of Beauty is the one I'm thinking of.
Yes, that's the one you're thinking of. And between 4 people, each bar lasts month and a half.
Wow, really?
Yes.
Like, so the only bottles of mine that they sell are like the really big ones.
Yes.
I'm now just running out, and I bought that 2 years ago. But I don't like. I'm using it still because it's expensive and I bought it. I might get it again, but I really want to try the Function of Beauty stuff. But I also don't like how long I've had that.
Yes.
Not that there's anything bad with it. Shampoo doesn't really go bad, but I don't know. It just doesn't sit well with me because it's not a clear bottle. So like Function of Beauty, I know is a clear bottle. Yes. I can see what's inside. I can't see what's in that.
Yeah. And what I like about this brand is that you don't have to just set the bar on the counter because they send you bamboo holders.
I swear to God, I saw Gabby Hanna try this. I need to know.
I'll when I get home, I'll take a picture of the packaging and send it to you.
Oh, you need to tell me where you got that canvas made.
I think it's Shutterfly.
Really?
I think so.
Oh, I have gift cards because I work for them. So not them, but like Cherry Hill gives out gift cards. I have a coupon code because I work there. So that's
no, I think it's Shutterfly.
My in-laws' dog just passed away at 19. So me and Steve are gonna make a canvas of a photo I edited between his 2 dogs. They don't listen to the podcast, so we're good. And give him that for Father's Day.
Nice.
So Steve was really like, we went up to say goodbye to her because we kind of knew she was diagnosed with bone cancer. 19, and she was bigger than mine, like my dog.
How?
She was also allergic to like everything except duck, so she was put on a very strict diet. So a lot of dog foods have very unhealthy preservatives. We should care, but we all don't. Like, he eats it. He has special food because he's allergic to chicken, so he doesn't have as much. Like, I feed him a very natural dog food, but I am not with. I have a friend, she feeds her dogs raw food. I'm not about it. I'm not with it. Her dogs are healthy. That's perfectly fine. You do you. I personally cannot feed my dog raw food. If you do, all for you. Me personally, I can't get with that. Yeah. I'm not about feeding my dog raw food. Like, I feed him stuff that I've done research on, but I will not give him anything raw. That's just me. If you do, and if you feed your dog raw food, that's 100% up to you and good for you. And if your dog loves it, good for them. That's great. For very healthy alternative lifestyle for your dog, I personally just don't like it.
Yeah.
I think they need kibble. I don't like feeding them raw. I don't think that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Especially because, like, I know a lot of people who think of, like, oh, I'll feed them raw food. They go to Kroger, buy raw hamburger, and just give it to them.
Oh, hell no.
No, I'm not. If you're going to feed your, like, okay, so Tisha, she does research on her dog's raw food. She doesn't do that. So she's done her research. She knows what she's doing. Her dogs are healthy. She's doing it the correct way. Yeah. There are too many people that do it the wrong way by buying, like, raw chicken breast and giving it to them.
No, I see people that cut up liver and...
Yeah, there's specific things that they need.
And then put, like, calcium powder and stuff like that. Yeah. And put vitamins in
there. That's the right way to do it. You do not go and buy raw food that you are supposed to cook and consume and give it to your dog. Because there are so many preservatives and chemicals in that food and that meat. It is ridiculous. Do not do that. It is so disgusting. If it's not
healthy for you, it's not healthy for them.
On top of that, if you're buying raw food from a grocery store, it needs to be cooked before consumption from anything. Animals, whatever. It needs to be cooked. There are so many chemicals. I bet you there's PFOA in that. So I watch this YouTuber. Her name's Bailey Sarian. She does murder mystery makeup Mondays. She's doing a podcast now called Dark History, and it goes back to like last episode. The first episode she was talking about DuPont, and it was a company that makes Teflon. Teflon is the stuff that makes nonstick pans non-sticky. Well, they were using a chemical called PFOA, and they were draining it into the I want to say South Carolina water supply.
Ooh.
And people were getting so sick off of it, and it's expected now that we all have some traces of PFOA in our blood because of what they did. Like, you really don't know what's in shit, but we're but we're taught to not care.
Well, it's not even that. It's that companies are not very forthcoming with what they add to things.
No, because they just care about money and profit.
Yeah. So if we really wanted to know, there's no guarantee that we could ever find out.
Nope.
Like, the sad thing is that I'm pretty sure the only way we could ever truly know is if we held the person who is responsible for adding all this stuff at gunpoint.
Yeah. Then they would let it out.
Maybe. Depending on if they're more scared of us or of their bosses.
So, like, what she was saying is DuPont knows the safe legal amount of PFOA a human can have in their system. They're not saying what it is. They never have. But they were also saying something about another, like a rival company, having double the amount in their products of the safe legal limit. Like, I love Bailey Sarian for her murder mystery makeup because I really like true crime. But I really like that she's doing this podcast because she's right. She said basically, like, you know, we were taught in school this history stuff, but we were never taught like the full truth of it.
Yeah, that's
so she's diving into the full truth of some things, and I like that because people need to know this shit.
That's another reason why, like, in the last episode, we talked about how we are taught things and why are we learning about China and all that stuff. That's another thing I don't like about history, because yes, we are taught history, so history doesn't repeat itself, but that's a bunch of bullshit because it repeats itself whether we do anything about it or not.
I mean, look at last year.
Seriously. But my thing is that history is so fabricated by the government. I'm not just talking about America, but all over the world,
every country.
To benefit that country.
100%.
So we don't know if we're getting the full truth about things, and if they're just brainwashing us to make us believe what they want us to believe, so we would follow their orders.
Yep.
So I don't believe anything from history class, because I'm like, how much of that is true? Like, you say that they attacked us first. What did you do to provoke them? Oh, nothing. We were just peace.
Bullshit.
Really?
Bullshit.
How about when we took over this country?
Yep.
Because I'm sorry, we are living on stolen land.
Like, Bailey Sarian, in her podcast, she was like, hi, I'm going to talk to you about, like, how, you know, Christopher Columbus was actually a fucking douchebag. Like,
oh, 100%.
She's like, hey, you know, Christopher Columbus is, like, this great guy who, like, discovered America. I'm like, did you know he's an actual fucking dick?
He didn't, though.
He didn't, no. But that's what we were taught.
Yeah. And they just expect us to believe
it.
But I'm like, why? Like, I get it, because every country is run by two-faced assholes that just wants to benefit them and how to keep them in power and
except
keep them rich.
The Queen. We love the Queen.
Yes. She's like Betty White.
May she live
never
on.
Gonna die.
Honestly.
Betty White for the
She's going to be 100 this year, bitch.
Shut the hell up.
No, January 15th is Betty White's birthday. She'll be 100. 100!
And she's still looking good.
I like when COVID started, all the memes were like, hey, has anybody asked if Betty White's okay? Like, is she all right? How's she doing?
I haven't heard anything about her in a while.
She's doing good.
Okay.
We were all so concerned about Betty White. Like, where is she? Is she okay? Like, as soon as the pandemic hit, we're like, we don't give a fuck about ourselves. Where's Betty? Is she good? I was concerned for her. Like, is she okay? Where is she?
Right? Because, God, she's a good-looking bitch.
For 100, she looks fantastic.
Yes, and her sense of humor
Oh, my God. We all need a Betty.
Yes.
I hope the world will stand still when she dies.
Yes.
The world will stand still. And I don't care, like, if you're one of those, like, my mom is those people, like, it's a celebrity. I don't know them. But, like, you cannot tell me when Betty White dies, you will not just cry. Or feel some type of way.
That's how I felt when Paul Walker died.
Oh my God. Or when Cameron Boyce died.
Oh my God. But here's the scary part. Like, take a look at my dad.
Mm.
Take
Which
a look
one?
at my birth father.
Okay.
The sperm donor.
Yes.
Take a look at him. Take a look at Adam Sandler. And then bring in Paul Walker. He's a mixture of the two.
I'm uncomfortable.
Because
you're
right.
correct.
So I look at Adam Sandler and I look at Paul Walker and I'm like, those two kind of remind me of my dad. And my dad and I are not close, okay? He and I don't see eye to eye on anything. He's a piece of shit, but he's still my dad.
Right.
And like growing up as a little girl, I'm always like, where's my dad? And
right.
Blah, blah, blah. And I would look at them, I'm like, Dad.
Right.
So when Paul Walker died,
everyone was a mess.
Oh my God. And
because he died in a car accident, right?
Yeah, but did you I'm a huge Fast and Furious fan.
Right.
Huge.
I'm not about, I like movies, but not as much as you.
No, I have like the whole soundtrack from every movie on my phone. And
I've seen Fast and Furious. It's just not my speed. It's just, they're not my type of movies,
yeah,
but I can appreciate them for what they are. They are a very good franchise.
Love them. And so when they were filming, it was Fast 7.
Yep.
Yeah, it was the last one Paul Walker was in when they had to CGI and his brothers and whatnot.
Yeah, I heard that they used his brother.
His brothers.
Oh.
One for the body, one for the face.
Gotcha.
Yes. Well.
Damn, movie magic, I tell you.
Vin Diesel did an interview.
Oh, no.
And, because, I'm sorry to anyone who hasn't seen it. I'm going to spoil something.
Spoiler alert for Fast and Furious. If you don't want to hear about it, skip ahead.
Right. Well, in Fast and Furious 7, there is a moment where Vin Diesel, his character Dom, gets hurt. And they have to do CPR on him to get him back and whatnot. Apparently, Vin Diesel had a thought that, he thought it was Paul Walker. Like, he imagined him there, and he goes, heaven forbid anything happens to my brother. And I think it was only a few months later that Paul Walker died in a car crash. And he felt guilty. He thought that he had manifested that.
Oh, no.
Yeah. And I'm like, there's no way you would have ever manifested anything like that to happen to someone you viewed as your brother. Okay, because I follow him and I follow Paul Walker's daughter, Meadow, on Instagram and whatnot. They are interacting.
He had a kid?
He had a daughter. And here's the horrible part. The mom had custody. And I think it was a year before the accident.
Were they divorced?
Yes.
Okay.
And a year before the accident, he finally got custody of his daughter.
Really?
Yes. So he got her just to for her to lose him and whatnot. And she's a beautiful woman.
How old is she?
She's, I think, 2021.
Okay. So she was younger when it happened.
Yeah. He's been dead, I think, 7 years.
Oh my God! Wow, really? I remember when they said. Remember last year, Kobe Bryant was that who it was?
Kobe Bryant, his daughter.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just we don't know celebrities, but we watch them.
We grow up with them.
Yes.
Okay, I'll be devastated when Reba or Fran Drescher when they die because I grew up watching them.
Yes.
They're not really in much anymore, but that was my childhood. When I was depressed, I'd watch them for comfort, and to know that they're just gone, it sucks.
Yeah. See, when I'm feeling down and whatnot, I watch action movies.
Right.
One of my favorite movies is A-Team, and Liam Neeson. Mm-hmm. You know him as Aslan from Chronicles of Narnia.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. When he goes, I don't know what I'm going to do because he's one of my favorite actors. Voice actor or, actual actor. It's Liam Neeson, Dwayne Johnson, I know he's still young, but Jason Statham. Mm-hmm. Those three are, my go-to action guys.
Right.
I watch action to bring up my mood. I don't know why. I'm a twisted motherfucker.
You do you.
Right?
I've been seeing TikToks recently where it's the year 2070. And it's hey mom, who's Nicki Minaj? And the mom's oh, well, she's a rapper from when I was younger, and she's well, she died. And it was just the mom going oh my God, and just remembering Nicki Minaj and all this. And I'm like, okay, let's not manifest that celebrities are dying. Like, yeah, there is going to come a day where our kids are going to be like, hey, who is this celebrity? And we're going to be like, they were famous when we were younger, and now they're gone.
Dude, can you imagine our kids one day coming into us and like, hey, who's Jackie Chan?
Yeah.
Like, no.
But like, how do you not know who Jackie Chan is?
Like, that is not okay. No, you need to know this amazing guy, because I
like my mom did that with like Chris Farley and stuff. Like, you don't know who Chris Farley is? Well, sit the fuck down.
Right? Like, it's the Jackie Chan was so cute. I know he's still alive, but like I was watching Rush Hour bloopers, and one of the bloopers was where he pops into a room and he goes cheese instead of freeze.
Cheese.
And he was so innocent because he went cheese, and everyone just starts laughing. And he goes, "What?"
Lines freeze, Jackie.
So cute.
Oh my god. So, do you think, back to like ending the rant? We're not talking about fast anymore. So if you're like, we're waiting, we're done.
Wow, that was a weird segue.
Yeah. Do you? I know it's hard to like picture right now because this is only our first day doing this. Do you think this will help you get to the point where you feel comfortable being in front of camera? Like, even if we do like a test run, like, so like, let's say we record an episode, we'll still put out the podcast, obviously, but like, if you don't feel comfortable putting out the video, then we simply won't. But at least you could see and try and all that, because like with my videos, I'll edit the video. Like, there's been multiple videos of mine where I've edited it and like it was ready to go out, and I just decided no because I didn't like it. Yeah. But I always want to see what my video looks like when it's edited, because jump cuts make everything. It changes the thing. Like, when you're doing a serious video, you don't want to do a jump cut unless you're like being like my last video where I was talking about how I'm not going to be on camera. I did jump cuts because I sat there and tried to figure out what I wanted to say, and I just didn't want to add like the 15 minutes of fucking me staring at the camera for no reason. Like, a lot of people don't like it when like apology videos have jump cuts, but sometimes you got to sit there and think about what you got to say, and it takes a minute. So that and jump cuts and effects, like zoom in, zoom outs, they make the video. It makes it better.
Yeah. I don't know, because I am terrible at controlling my facial expressions, because I think I look like I have RBF, but
that's resting bitch face, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, I feel like that's how I'm looking, like, just straight ahead, no emotion, like, don't approach me, when really I'm doing something else.
Right.
I don't feel my facial expressions, and it's weird. Like, this,
my hair fell
so,
out.
My high school graduation was on TV.
Yeah, yours was.
Yeah. Why? I don't know. Okay, we're
fancy.
Not,
you also graduated at the fucking palace. Okay, shut up.
Yeah, okay. I don't know why my high school thought they were like this big thing.
They were the hot shit.
Yeah, no.
We're gonna rent out the palace.
My high school was trash. All right.
Same.
Oh my god.
Like, we graduated inside of a church. We should not have been even allowed inside that church, because that church was too damn nice for Lance Cruz. Right?
Like, Utica schools are trash. Okay?
All school districts. I just want to say, like, all school districts, I feel like, are just taking a shit.
Yeah, because they don't care about the kids anymore.
No, they care about their fucking funding.
But
like
anyway.
Last year, really quick segue.
Oh, yeah.
Last year in band, or 2 years ago, the band director was telling the girls, like, you guys look like sluts. We're gonna check you to see if you're wearing a bra. I messaged the bitch and I was like, if you put a fucking hand on my sister, I'm gonna break your goddamn knuckle.
Yeah, hell no.
You don't fucking touch kids. I'll beat your ass. Well, my husband's staring at them. Then you know what? Then you need to have a fucking conversation with your stupid ass husband.
Because that's sexual harassment, and that's
these are children.
Like,
what are you gonna do? Are you gonna check the guys and make sure that they're wearing fucking underwear?
Right? Like that. Then your husband is a child predator.
Fuck off. And she's still on the goddamn board.
How?
Because, I don't know. She's not allowed to be around the children, but she's still on the board. My opinion, she should have lost her fucking job.
Hell. Okay, what? Oh my god. Alright. I can't say anything because
It was just a segue, but that was just an example of, like, how schools are now. How schools are now.
Yes.
But I really quick want to discuss, because I feel like my video was very choppy and I didn't explain it very well about why I decided to not be on camera and be in pictures. So I had described, like, I don't feel attractive. I don't feel pretty. And you know, my friends, like, will tell me, like, no, you're beautiful and all that crap. Like, whatever. It's not that I don't believe you guys. It's, I accept the compliment. However, I don't feel it myself. So the other day, my friend was like, you know, I'm not really there for you because I don't know how to be. And I'm like, you really can't. It's not something my friends can help with. It's something that I have to work on by myself. Mm-hmm. It's not I need everyone to gather together and tell me how pretty I am. That's not what that is. I need to work on myself, and I have been. Like, I'm not smoking as much cigarettes. Like, that cigarette was like the first cigarette I had today. Probably the only one, because I don't have any more. And I got vapes, you know, tea. Mm-hmm. And I've been exercising. I've been taking my medicine. I've been trying to get healthier for me, because I had a realization that I just wasn't. I had stopped taking my pills. I had been smoking a pack a day. I was not healthy. I didn't exercise. I just become lazy, especially with like quarantine, and then directly after that doing spirit, and then coming back to just doing nothing again. I let myself get lazy, and I let my self-esteem go down fast, and I don't feel comfortable being on camera or in pictures until I can be more confident with how I am. So I recently put out that I'm releasing a new rock album next year with Jesse Lee, B-Rob, and Karina. So these are artists' names that we're using. I wanted to put it out very early because I know I'm not going to be as active on social media. Like, obviously, we're still doing the podcast, and I'm working on White Noise. That's the name of my new album, White Noise. It'll be out in 2022. We're going to start recording. I want to say next month we'll start recording songs.
Wait, can we take a second? Next year's 2022.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Shit's wild, ain't it?
Yeah. Remember when the world thought that it was going to end in 2012?
Yeah. Remember? You remember when? They also thought the world was going to end last year.
I mean, it kind of did.
I mean, yeah. Well, I don't know. I feel like we didn't recognize patterns fast enough because every 100 years there's some sort of fucking pandemic.
Yes. But no, it's not even just like the pandemic happening, but there were the fires in Australia and the flooding.
The locusts and all of it.
Earthquakes, all that. I'm like, shit, do I need to start, like, saying my goodbyes? You know, making peace and shit? Because if so, let me know. Because,
right. But yeah. That was why I took a break. And I've been feeling a lot better about myself. Like, I'm not there yet, but I can appreciate, like, when I look in the mirror, like, I don't need makeup today. Mm-hmm. And that was, like, a really big thing for me. Like, today, I'm only wearing foundation. But my friend Keith was talking to me, and he was like, you're not ugly. Like, I've seen you without makeup. I'm like, you're really? When's the last time you saw me without makeup on? And he could not think of it. Mm-hmm. But like, everyone's seen me without makeup because of high school. But when's the last time you truly saw me without any foundation, eyeliner, mascara, anything? And he could not think of a time he saw me without makeup on. Because I've been so self-conscious about how I look, I've been putting makeup on. As soon as I know someone's coming over, I go put something on. Whether it's just foundation or just, sometimes it's just concealer to hide the bags or the wrinkles or whatever. Since Botox has been closed, I think that also had a factor in it. I haven't had Botox in a while. I always had makeup on. Mm-hmm. And I was like, I want to get comfortable to where I can be around people without wearing makeup.
Yeah, that's me. Because even though I knew I was just coming here and you've seen me without makeup thousands of times.
Yeah.
I knew I had to, like, stop at the bank and whatnot. I'm like, I can't go without makeup because I know he didn't say it to be mean or anything, but when I was in high school, even back then, I wore...
Me or...
No,
okay.
not you.
I was like, I was an asshole. I'm sorry.
No, not you. My stepdad. Well, okay, I say my stepdad, but he raised me. I call him my dad.
Right.
So whenever I say my dad, I'm talking about him.
We'll just refer to your real father as sperm donor.
Yeah, there we go. So my dad and my mom were sitting on the couch one day, and even back in high school, I wore makeup every day. Okay? I did not know what the hell I was doing. My makeup was horrible, but I still wore it.
Same.
You didn't start wearing makeup until you and I moved in together.
Yeah, and your sister and you showed me what to do.
Yes.
Well, I wore makeup in high school, but I was so lazy. I took, like, those Halloween crayons?
Yeah.
I would take the black and just, like, smudge it on my eyelashes because I didn't have mascara.
Yeah.
And it did the trick for mascara, but it like if I wiped my eye, like it went everywhere because it's cheap Halloween makeup.
Yeah.
But not like the Halloween makeup we get. We get the good.
Yes.
Thanks, Spirit.
But anyway, yeah, I came downstairs one day without makeup and I got a drink and I went back up and I guess he turned to my mom and he's like, "Is she okay? Is she sick? What's going on?" And Mom turned to him and went, "She's not wearing any makeup." Yeah, so, and I think I was 15 or 16 at the time. And ever since then, I'm like, I need makeup. Because also, I think it was Brendan. I am like 95% sure it was Brendan. We had history together sophomore year.
Mm-hmm.
He turned to me, and I'm not calling him out to be mean or anything. I know he didn't mean
no,
anything by it,
he's admitted to both of us that he was not none of us were the best person that we were in high school.
Yeah,
we've all grown. We've all gotten better. High school, all high schoolers are shit. You can't tell me otherwise.
Yeah, I'm not pointing him. I'm not trying to put him on the spot or anything. But he turned to me one day. He goes, "You know, you'd be really pretty if your eyebrows were darker." Because my eyebrows are light, okay?
Yeah,
it doesn't even look like I have eyebrows. So I have to, like, fill them in. I have to draw them on.
See, mine are just patchy, so I just got to make sure that the patches are filled in. But you, like, your eyebrows are light.
Yeah.
Since we're not on camera, like, your hair is a lot darker than your natural eyebrows. I've seen you without makeup, and I know your eyebrows are barely there.
Yeah.
And it's not a bad thing. That's just how they are.
Yeah, and, like, I have full eyebrows, so it's not like I have little hair. They're just light, which I don't understand because my natural hair is brownish black.
Well, that's how mine is like my natural hair color is blonde. But, like, my arm hair, black.
Yeah, it's weird.
Don't get it.
Yeah, so, like...
Human body's weird.
Fuck yeah, it is. So, like, my eyebrows are different than my hair, so now I didn't start filling in my eyebrows until after high school.
Mm-hmm.
Because I did not know what I was doing. I didn't even know what tweezers were.
Right.
So I didn't pluck my eyebrows until after high school and all that stuff. But still, like, those little comments have stuck with me, and it has affected me big time. That's another reason why I don't want to be on camera, is because I know I've lost weight, and, like, my double chin isn't as bad anymore or anything like that. But whenever I'm on camera, I see it.
You get self-conscious.
Because it's very noticeable to me.
Have you ever heard the thing of, like, you're your own worst critic?
Yes.
So, like, I did that. That was a big thing, like, when I put out Sad Souls. Don't get me wrong. We sold out. Like, we have 3 copies left out of the 50 we ordered. Mm-hmm. For an independent person, that's great.
Yeah.
Digitally, we sold over 60. So we sold a lot of copies of Sad Souls. So, like, for White Noise, we're going to... Obviously, it's a different genre, so we're going to start small because not everyone likes rock music.
Yeah.
So we'll start off with 10 copies like we did with Sad Souls. But we're not going to order the second round until we see how the first 10 do. Obviously, with 3 people featuring on it, the album will be promoted more as far as through me and BTB. Which was the producer I was working with for Sad Souls was BTB Productions. I'm no longer with them. I'm signed with Amuse Records now. I didn't like the sound of my voice for the longest time, to the point where I told them, like, add more autotune. I want more autotune. Like, I asked for more autotune. And then I heard Paranoia. Paranoia is not my favorite song. I actually am not a fan of it. So like my friend Hannah and Jason, they love Paranoia. It's their favorite one off my album. I don't like it because I told him to add too much autotune. Mm-hmm. I'm getting more comfortable now that I'm not smoking, like when I'm singing now. When I was smoking a pack a day, when I would hold a note, it would sound like I was gargling. Mm-hmm. And that was, as gross as it is, mucus from smoking so many cigarettes. I'm not smoking as much now, so when I hold my notes, it's a lot clearer and there's no gargle to it. So I think with White Noise, obviously there's going to be like reverb added and the natural stuff. But as far as auto-tune goes, I think I'm going to request as minimal as possible. Because I don't want to be one of those artists that covers their work in auto-tune. Yeah. And claims it is theirs. Because once you add all that auto-tune, it's not really yours. Like, I put my name on Paranoia, but it's not really mine. It's a computer. Like, a computer is singing it. They just made... I put down the bass for the computer to edit it. That's all that was. I never thought I would do it. And I can't tell you how to get the confidence to do it. But it's always something I wanted to do. And, you know, I'm sick all the time. You're sick all the time. I don't know how much longer I'll be alive. I'm not counting on living to fucking 90. Like, I know I'm not dying anytime soon, but it's always something I wanted to do before I had kids. So my kids can look back and be like, my mom did this. Or like I can show them, be like, hey, if you're ever feeling like you don't feel like you can do something, look at this. I'm not famous by any means. Not even a little bit. But I still put out this work that I like, and people liked it. And I think that was a confidence boost. Is I have no dislikes on my music. My music is the highest viewed thing on my YouTube channel. Like, the amount of downloads we got for digital, the fact that a Muse wants to sign to put it on Spotify, like it was a very big confidence boost to have a record company, whether it be independent or not, reach out and be like, hey, we noticed you do music. We want to be a part of it. Let us promote it for you.
Yeah.
That was a very big thing to, because I was only going to put out Sad Souls and be done with music. I just wanted to try it. And then when they did that, I was like, well, now I want to do more. Like with Lightning, I would love to do more, but I don't want to continue doing work on books until I can get that out to people.
Yeah, my thing is that, yes, I want to do YouTube and all that. My biggest thing is I want to write a great book.
Yeah.
That is like where my heart and soul is. It's just I have a hard time coming up with anything.
Right.
And
you get writer's block.
A lot.
Yeah. And that is one thing I will say about you, and it's not a diss, because even famous authors get writer's block. James Patterson, I dead ass bet you 10 to 1 he's had writer's block. Like, you get it a lot.
Yeah.
Like, cause I'll see you and you're so inspired and so ready to go and write, and then the next day you're like, I lost it.
Yeah.
Because I feel like when you get it, you're ready to go, but it doesn't last long.
No, but when I do get it, I get a good amount done, but when I lose it for months.
Yeah, you'll have it. I want to say, like, when you get it for a couple of days.
Yes.
Maybe a week. But then when you lose it, you're down for a while. Like, I want to say the longest you went's about a year.
Yeah. But I mean, like, I'm not putting a deadline on getting my book done, because I'm doing it on my own time.
Right. See, like, I miss that, being not on deadlines.
Yeah.
So, like, White Noise, I'm on a deadline because it's through somebody else.
Yes.
IgKnight, obviously, this is an Anchor original, so we're on with Anchor, deadlines with Anchor. Book Baby, there's deadlines. Like, it's all independent stuff, but there are deadlines to meet to get stuff out on time, because there's promotion and stuff that goes into it. That's why I'm like, if you want to do YouTube, like, again, I'm a smaller YouTuber, but then there's, like, these small other companies that help with small YouTubers. So, like, Anchor, like what we're doing now. Book Baby, Amuse, they're all to help people do what they want to do. And I think that's fantastic.
Right.
But with that comes deadlines. And I don't think you're ready for the deadline.
Hell no.
Like, I think the reason you're doing the podcast and you're okay with this is because you're not the one dealing with the deadlines, the ads, all that. You're just kind of here and you're like, hey, what's up?
Yeah.
Like, I'm Hailey. Hi. Nice to meet you. But it does get stressful. So while you're doing it, enjoy the fact that you don't have deadlines to meet, because it gets a lot more stressful when deadlines come into play.
Yeah.
But I've read your stuff. You are very good. And I really want to see you continue to do it, because you love it. It's great. And when you talk about books, like on your TikTok, you talk about books. I just see how you light up when you talk about it, because it's your passion. You enjoy it.
Yeah. Okay. Here's a little thing. I used to despise reading. Like, Jay can remember when I would hate reading.
Sorry, I was reading a question, and I cannot wait to ask it.
Oh,
but
no.
Go ahead.
Yeah, so I hated reading.
She hated it. God, did she hate it?
Yes.
Oh my God. You were acting like reading was like, ugh, fuck reading. And every time I call you, I'm like, what you doing? Like, I bought like 100 books. Like,
okay, yeah, so when I was 12, my sperm donor bought me the first Percy Jackson book, and he's like, I want you to at least read this. He had no clue what it was about, but it turned out to be a kid with ADHD and dyslexia, just like me. And
Relatable.
I got hooked.
Yeah.
Okay? And now I have 3 bookshelves in my room, completely full.
It's like a little library in there.
Yes, I have a book subscription to Owl Crate, to where I get a book every month.
You got Wattpad.
I got Wattpad.
There's another website, kind of like Wattpad. I haven't tried it yet, but they're partnered with them, and they sent me an offer to have Lightning on there as well, and I haven't done it just because they haven't been around long enough for me to trust them like that. So, like, I'm still with Wattpad. Like, Lightning's a Wattpad book, like, exclusively, but there is another website. I don't remember the name of it. I didn't know if you knew about it. I'll look more into it, and if they're good, I'll let you know.
Yeah, But now, not only do I have the subscriptions and whatnot, I got a membership at Barnes & Noble. I have Audible. And I now keep a list of every book that I've read throughout the year. I am now on book number 24 of 2021. I had to retrain.
Bitch, it is May. June is June!
Yes, I had to retrain my brain in order to be able to read because it took me a year to get through Percy Jackson. Because I was very slow at reading. I didn't understand a lot of the words and whatnot.
Now, do you have an easier time? So for me, I have an easier time reading in my head. I have a very hard time reading out loud.
Do not have me read out loud.
I have a very hard time reading aloud.
And
like when I was recording the ad for Anchor, I had to read off a script. Oh my God, it was so hard. I kept fucking up.
I had to count. Like, I would count the students in front of me, and then I would count until I got to the paragraph I knew I would have to read it, and I would rehearse it instead of listening to what the kids were saying.
Yeah.
Because I knew I was going to mess up. Because you wouldn't know. I don't know why, but right now I'm not doing it, but I have a really bad stutter.
Mm-hmm.
And I would get tripped over my words so bad. Like, so bad. And now I can read in my head, no problem. But reading out loud, I can't do it. Oh, you a tired boy.
He's snoring. He kicked me in the face last night when he was dreaming. It was funny as hell. Really quick, I do want to say Happy Pride.
Yes.
Because it is Pride Month, and we won't spend much time on it, but Happy Pride Month to the alphabet community. I'm a part of it. I love the alphabet community. They're great people.
I love hearing it called the alphabet community. Like,
yeah,
I love it
because it makes so much sense.
Uh-huh.
It's just, I love it. It's fantastic, and it makes me smile.
Yep. And honestly, I think Pride Month should have its own theme song, and I think it should be Born This Way by Lady Gaga.
Yes, I saw TikTok. Oh, sorry.
Wow, you a tired boy too.
Oh my God, I yawn a lot when I'm smoking. Because I'm also constantly hitting my vape.
Yes.
Saw a video yesterday. It was a veteran. Because the argument is, why does LGBTQIA plus get a month and veterans get a year? Or, a day. Saw this veteran. He posted on TikTok. He's like, stop using our service to promote your hate.
I saw this. Yes.
I loved that.
Okay, technically speaking, they get 2 months, but it's 2 days where it's like really celebrated. But really, it's all year.
Yeah.
It's all the time. If we
4th of July, excuse me, and then Memorial Day, Labor Day, and also they didn't sign up to protect our country and fight for us for them to be recognized. They did it for people to share their different views on things, for people to be who they are.
The alphabet family and everything, like for everyone to have the freedom to do this.
It is not a competition of the gays don't deserve it, so the veterans do. But like, everyone deserves it. Don't sit here and be like,
if they're gonna come after the that community,
right?
Then okay, I'm not gonna get really into it, but just for example, why aren't they going after Black History Month?
Right.
Like, in my opinion, they should have the whole year too.
Yeah. Especially because it's still going on.
Yes. So,
like, okay, first of all, I'm going to say this. If you're fucking racist, please do not listen to our shit. Don't follow on us on anything. You are not with the times. You need to go back and live in a time where no one wants to talk about. It was a horrible time. Fuck you. Fuck your fucking views on that, because people are people and you're just a piece of shit who was raised incorrectly. Right. I'm sorry about it, but at the same time, we have no time to be racist. We have so many other things going on. Racism should not even be in your fucking mind.
We still have world hunger. We have homeless people. We have people needing jobs. All that.
We have disabilities such as autism, MS, and all this. And you're over here like, oh, worried about a black person. Fuck off.
Okay, like, they are no different from us. Okay, technically, we're the aliens. We should be, like, in my opinion, we should have been the ones that went through it, because white people didn't exist back in the day.
Yeah.
Everyone's like, Jesus was white. No, the fuck he wasn't.
No, he was not. Oh my God, I hate that shit so much. Jesus was white. No, he was not.
He was not.
You know, I don't know if there's God or whatever. However, and I'm not trying to come for the people who believe in God and Jesus. However,
hell no.
He was not white.
No.
No, he wasn't.
And in my opinion, black people are like the most beautiful people on this
gorgeous
planet. Like, oh my God, their
black
skin...
men, sexy as hell.
Oh my
I've been asked so many times, like, would you go black? I'd be like, I have. Because Who cares?
Right.
Who gives a shit?
As long as you are a good person, I don't give a fuck what you look like.
And they have such this bad rap. I'm like, I have not met one mean African American in my life. I've met, every time I talk to them, they're so nice. They're so polite.
White people are just assholes.
Oh my God. Yeah. I was going to say, every time that I have a problem with somebody, it's a fucking white person.
And we're both
Karen.
white. So,
yeah.
like.
Oh, and I'm white. Like, holy shit, white.
Yeah. So, like, it's just insane to me. But also, it's, it was so funny. You have never met a nasty black grandma.
Oh, no.
Hell no. Like, they are like, are you hungry, sweetie?
Yeah.
Like, do you need anything? You want some Kool-Aid?
They're like the Polish grandmas.
Yes, like they just want to feed you and just make sure that
they just
want
to love you.
And oh my God, I just love that.
And the sassy black women. We need so much more love for the sassy black women because you know what?
Y'all queens.
They got the fucking balls that you white men don't, okay?
Exactly. Like, I worked with 2 black women at one of my jobs, and it was my favorite time.
But you know what? When you're friends with them, they will put their fucking life on the line to make sure that you are having a good fucking day.
Like, they will protect you with everything.
Like, say what you want about Sharita, okay? Sharita's crazy. She talked a lot of shit. She was the nicest person I had met, and she was there if I needed her. Like, if I was like, Sharita, there's this motherfucker in the parking lot about to beat my ass. She's like, no. We gonna beat their ass.
Yeah, that was Pat. Pat did not play, okay? She was in her 60s, and I was only 20 years old, and she was in her 60s, and, like, I love her with every fiber in my being, and I haven't spoken to her in a few years, because unfortunately we lost contact when I left that job, but I think about her all the time.
Yeah, I talked to Adrian. I got a random phone call. I don't know if I told you.
Oh, yeah, you told me about that.
Yeah, she was just like, is this Jerome? I'm like, yeah. I go by Lightning on here, but like, is this I already told them like my real name's Jerome. She was like, is this Jerome? I'm like, yeah, who is this? She's like, this is Adrian. I'm like, Adrian. She's like, from GCA. I'm like, oh my God. Mm-hmm. I miss her.
Yeah, like I have thought about taking a trip out to where I used to work.
And seeing them.
But no one's allowed in the building right now because of COVID. But I'm like, oh my God, I want to see her so bad. Because oh my God,
that job sucked, but these people made it so much better.
Yes, oh my God, I stayed at that job for 2 years because of Pat and Brittany.
And the funny thing is you want to know why we quit? An old white man.
Yes, it was because of old white.
An old white man named Dan. Every Dan I've met is a fucking asshole.
What is it with that name?
I don't know. Like
if you go by Daniel, you're nice, but if you go by Dan, you're a dick. And like, it's just insane to me how people still think it's okay to treat others this way. No, unless you do something to affect someone else negatively,
right?
You have my full respect. But as soon as you come for me or somebody else and I see you being a dick, you are no longer a human being to me, which is like bad to say.
Right.
But I'm sorry, but if you intentionally go after someone, you are the problem.
Fuck right off, first of all. So we are running out of time, but we're going to go a little bit over an hour because we have a couple questions. Okay. So one that I was really, really excited to ask because I know the answer, but I want to hear your response to it.
I'm scared. I am so scared.
With White Noise coming out next year, would you want to record a song with Lightning?
No. No, absolutely not. I am tone deaf. Oh,
bitch, me God. Too. Auto-tune, baby.
You have never heard me sing unless it was Christina Aguilera. Show me how to burlesque. There's my stutter.
There it is. We found it.
Yep, we found it. I could oh my God, I cannot sing for shit. Oh my God, no, I don't sing. No, I will only sing in the car by myself.
Yep. And you know I'm comfortable with you if I'm singing in front of you.
Right.
Because I make my husband, when I have to record for Sad Souls and White Noise, I make my husband leave the house.
Yes.
Because I married him. He's heard me sing. I put my music out there for literally everyone to hear. Mm-hmm. It sold over 100 copies. And I still can't sing in front of people. Like, if I were to ever make it and go on tour, oh my God, it'd be a fucking mess.
I'd be with you with a tranquilizer.
Yeah. Have you ever walked in on your parents doing it?
No, but I have heard them.
I've never walked in on them. Well, yes, I have. Not my mom and dad. I've walked in on my dad in the pool.
Well, yeah, when he's out in the open like that.
Yeah, well, it was also nighttime. Well, Christina didn't help it because she was like, hey, go look for my lighter, knowing damn well what they were doing.
Oh, yeah, well, she's a fucking bitch.
Yeah, we don't talk to her. How often do you wash your undergarments? Bitch, after one use. You shouldn't.
Dude.
Especially, okay, so like here's the thing. If you're just laying around being lazy, you're not really sweating or doing anything, wearing them like 2 or 3 more times after that.
Nope.
If I'm doing Spirit and I'm building and there's no AC when we're doing that shit, as soon as I get home, I'm changing. I don't
care what I'm doing. I do not care what I'm doing. My underwear comes off that night. Every single night. It goes directly into my hamper and I do my laundry once a week. Okay? I do not play when it comes to my underwear. No.
If you could only hear one song for the rest of your life, what would it be?
Fuck. Okay, I love music. I am obsessed with music, and there's certain music for certain moods that I'm in.
Yeah.
But right now, I think it would have to be Warrior by Ledger.
That's a good song.
Yes. Because it also has John Cooper in it, the lead singer of Skillet. And Skillet's my favorite band.
Jen Ledger is the drummer, right?
I think...
Of Skillet.
No, she's the bass.
Okay. Where'd it go?
Oh, you listen to it.
If you were reborn, what would you want to be reborn as?
Okay, can this be fictional or are they actually like being serious?
I don't know. We can do fictional.
Okay, because
and then we'll do one more question after that.
Okay, I don't read realistic books. I only read fiction because reading is my escape from reality.
Mm-hmm.
So if I was reborn at something, it would have to be either an elf, a witch, or a mermaid.
Really?
Yes.
See, for me, we'll discuss this in the next one, and I'll even write it down. Mermaid? That ain't fictional, babe.
Oh, no. I know, but I'm talking like Little Mermaid type.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, I'm not talking about
like the cartoon bitches.
Yeah, not like the Harry Potter sea creature we, like, will fuck you up type of mermaid.
Oh, yeah. No, next podcast, if you want to hear about, like, aliens and mermaids and shit, we will discuss that.
We got this.
Because, oh, God, that can be like a 3-hour-long line. I can go on for that shit for a long time.
Shit. If you guys want us to do an extra long one, just let us know.
Let us know. We'll do it. Last one. Have you ever posted something on social media that you regret?
Everything I posted in high school.
Really?
High school and before that. Okay. I am grown enough to admit I am an annoying person. I know that.
I think everyone has some annoying traits to them.
But in high school, I don't know why.
Well, again, let's just clarify. In high school, everyone's a fucking piece of shit. I'm not. Yes. Everyone's a piece of shit.
I don't.
You think you're bad shit now? Just wait till you grow up. You're gonna look back and be like, "Wow, I was a shithead."
Yeah. I don't know. I was extremely annoying. Like I would look back and be like, "Wow, I didn't even like. I wouldn't have wanted to be around me at that point."
Right.
So I don't know why I wanted to seem very grown but very fun on Facebook.
Right.
And it came off the wrong way.
Well, also now Facebook's turned into such shit.
Yes. But like
people on Facebook are fucking ballsy.
I don't know, like I'm very like every morning as soon as I wake up, I check my Facebook memories and my Snapchat memories just to see what I was doing.
Same.
And
I just need to see how crazy I was. I'm like, oh my God, I was a fucking nutbag. Like, especially like with the whole key thing. Like, I was fucking nuts.
Yeah. Oh my God.
I will admit, I was fucking crazy.
Yes. But
I'm blaming it on Coke, but.
But yeah, I will look at what I posted and I would want to cry.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, why did no one stop me? Why was I allowed to have this? Like, I sound like a piece of shit. Mm-hmm. And
not agreeing, just nodding, like listening to.
I hated it.
For me, I think it was so I have always been self-conscious about my body. Mm-hmm. I'm very skinny. And I know it sounds weird, like a skinny person being self-conscious about your body, but like it happens a lot. I'm not by choice skinny. I am genetically by skinny. So I will eat. You've seen me. I can eat.
Oh my God.
I don't gain weight.
He is a bottomless pit.
I don't gain weight. And if I do, it's in my stomach. And that is it to where I look pregnant. I don't like taking my shirt off. Like when we go swimming, I don't like it. I feel so uncomfortable. Mm-hmm. I don't like it.
I feel the same way because like my stomach has always been a very sensitive subject for me.
I just don't like it. I don't know what it is. I think it's mainly because I look like a female. So like when I go to the beach or something, like I'll get dirty looks because they're like, oh my God, that bitch isn't wearing a fucking top. And then they're like, oh, that's a whole ass bottom right there.
Shut the fuck up.
But I posted a picture because I, for some reason, had the confidence one day to pose naked with a towel, not a towel, a blanket covering me because I think it was like body positivity awareness day. And I was like, I can get with that. Everyone should love their bodies. I don't, but I'm working on it. I would love to get to the point where I can pose naked, not naked, but like very minimal to no clothing. And I know like a lot of our friends and stuff are going like, that's fucking gross. But like, you know what? Like, I would like to get to the point where I'm like, you know what? Fuck you. I'm a fucking sexy bitch. Like, yes. I'm hot as fuck. Fuck you. You may not think I'm sexy, but you know what? People do. People think I'm fucking hot. So I want to get to that point again. My self-confidence went way down after that because my family came for me and they're like, you're a guy. You shouldn't be posing naked. You shouldn't be doing nude photos. And I'm like, what the fuck does my gender have to do? Yeah, it's okay for women to do it, but I can't.
But I've always had issues with your family because of stuff like that.
Me and my family do not get along. I tolerate my family and they tolerate me. I have cut a lot of my family out because I don't need my family. Like,
okay,
you guys are my family. My family is not determined by blood at all.
This is what I live by. Blood makes you related. Loyalty makes you family.
Correct. I also grew up with the thing of respect your elders.
Hell no.
So, for example, me and my uncle never gotten along. He's always treated me like shit, but I always was told to respect him. I got to the point where I'm like, fuck you. I'm not doing that because I'm nice to him and he's a piece of shit to me. Yeah. So now I live by, I don't give a fuck if you're my mom, my dad. I've yelled at my mom, my dad. I don't give a fuck who you are. If you're going to do some stupid shit and come for me about this shit I'm doing, first of all, fuck you. I'm 23 years old. I put out a book, album, and I make more money than you working half the year, and you're at a full-time job and you hate your goddamn life. That's not my fucking problem. So don't come for me and be like, you need to get your life together. You need to get your fucking life together, first of all. Second of all, it's pretty sad that when you told me when I was in high school that I would never make it, I would flunk out, and my life would be horrible. Fuck you. I moved out at 18 like I said I was going to do. I have a dog. I have 2 cats. I have a bird. I have a husband. I make more money than you working half the fucking year. Fuck off.
Yeah. Like, okay.
And it's not a contest to see who can make much more money. I was just saying that because they always thought I'd be a failure and I'd be in like
and they
poor
come after him for it.
All the time, especially when I started Spirit.
Oh my God. They are not supportive in the slightest.
Nope.
But, okay. I agree with you with respecting your elders. I think from ages 13 and under, you don't have to respect them, but
tolerate.
Yes. Like, if you need to vent when we're alone, go for
Fine.
it. Do whatever you want. Just don't say it to them until you are a teenager. Because when you become a teenager, I think you have lived long enough to form your own opinion.
Yes.
But once you hit 13, if someone disrespects you, you can disrespect back.
Yeah.
Like,
especially like if you did something wrong, there's a difference. Like if you did something wrong to cause them to yell at you, that's fine. But you can't get mad at that. But if, like, let's say they walked up to, so my uncle, right? He's a fucking piece of shit. He's sick now and I feel bad about it. Like, he's not a piece of shit. Me and him we never got along. You know, I wish him well. I don't wish him ill. We just don't talk. But that's okay. He would always come to me. My sister was a lot younger. Tell me that I'm a fucking retard, that I'm worthless, that I'm worth nothing, that I'm going to be alone forever. And for a long time, I believed it. But you're telling me that I did nothing to provoke him saying that besides getting a D in algebra, and that's what you're going to tell me as a 16-year-old? And then my mom wonders why, like, I was doing drugs and cutting and stuff like that. And because you guys didn't know how to communicate, you still don't. Like, my sister complains about it all the time. Like, it's like they were never taught how to communicate or say the right things.
No, not
You
at all.
do not. I'm going to say this. I'm not going to say who said it. You do not, by any fucking means, tell a 17-year-old that the reason her knees hurt is because they can't support her body weight. You do not say that. Hell. And when I found out that was said, oh my God, I lost my fucking mind.
Okay, and I'm going to say this. His sister has a beautiful body.
She is gorgeous.
Oh my God. I wish I looked like that at 17, okay? No, by any means. She is not overweight, not too skinny.
No,
like,
she is a very good size. She's beautiful. So whoever told her that, fuck you.
But, okay, piggyback off of that. My grandma, growing up, would always make comments about mine and my sister's weight.
Mm-hmm.
And when I was 10 years old, she took us shopping and said we can each pick out one thing. Well, I picked out a shirt. I wanted to try it on just to make sure it fit. Okay, I grabbed one size too small. Well, that's the reason why I wanted to try it on. Well, she looked at me in the shirt and she bent over, patted my stomach and saying, "You're getting a little gut there, aren't you?" I was 10 years old. She is, like, I don't make light of any sort of illness or anything, but she is lucky I didn't take that and turn it into, like, an eating disorder.
Correct.
Because even now, at 23...
Eating disorders are a lot more common than you think. And it's not just bulimia and anorexia.
Oh, hell no. But she's very lucky that I haven't done that. Because even to this day, she still makes crack about my weight because she's a runner. She works out all the time. She's skinny. I'm like, I don't care.
It's not for everyone.
Because it is my body, my choice. I'll eat what I want and I'll do what I want with my body.
Right.
Okay, yeah, I'm a little chunky. I'm a chunky girl. Like, even now, I got rolls and I'm self-conscious about it, but I'm still gonna wear what I want. Like, right now, I'm wearing shorts and a crop top.
Who cares?
Like,
if you're comfortable, who gives a fuck?
So, honestly, if you think, like, if there's even an inkling that it's gonna offend someone, keep your fucking mouth shut.
Yeah. Like, I really want to get... So, for, like, white noise, I would love the track list to just be me, maybe in, like, the shorts I'm wearing now, and those really tall, those knee-high boots. But with me...
you wore the other day?
Yeah, but with me covering...
That'd be hot.
Because I don't like showing my chest. I don't. Because I don't have tits, right? I have enough for a handful. That's enough. That's all I need. But, you know, especially with me looking the way that I do, I get self-conscious. Like, I'm supposed to cover up. You know what I mean? Yeah. I know I don't have to. I've never liked it. But I would love to just be like that. Maybe, like, some dark hair, really nice smoky black makeup, laying on a couch covering my chest. I think that would be a really nice... I want this album to be very, very... I don't want to say sexy because I don't want, like...
freeing.
I want it to be freeing because of what I'm going through now. I want to, when I release this, I want to be like, hey, I can be in promo pictures. I can do the podcast interviews. I can pose half naked
if you
on my album.
Right? But no, not a couch. Like, you might not be comfortable with it, but I could see you doing that in, like, grass.
I could do that.
Yeah.
Or, like, if I wear, like, all dark, especially if I have, like, my hair that purple color when we take the pictures, I could, like, lay in the snow.
Yes.
Couldn't do it for long, but I could do it.
No, lay down, snap the picture, get the fuck up.
Yeah, be like, okay, we're going back in. It's too fucking cold. This shit's nuts.
Yes.
But I would love to get to that point because the one time I posted, and it wasn't even horrible. You saw maybe, like, a little bit of my thigh, and my hair was covering majority of it. You saw my knee. You could tell I was naked, but my hair was covering majority of it because my hair was long as fuck. And a blanket was covering majority. But you knew I was naked. Oh my God, my family was like, you can't do that. You can't post nude pictures.
But oh my God, if it was me,
it would be perfectly fine.
Oh my God,
perfectly fine. They would be all about how Hailey has like this best body positivity. She's so confident that she can post nude. But if I do it, oh my God.
His family's so ass backwards because like I'm not related to them at all. But they've always treated me better than him, and I don't understand why.
Well, even Keith. Here's my theory, because here's my theory about Keith. Keith is the straight guy.
Oh my
he
God.
is the son that they never had.
Oh, they can.
Because I feel like majority of the time they just feel like they have two daughters, which at the same time, like, I don't want to go into the gender. They them shit. Like, I don't know the name of it, but like all them, like the non-binary crap.
Yeah.
Not crap, but
yeah.
I respect your pronouns. I do not get offended. I don't need one, if that makes any sense. But I'm not going to call myself trans. I'm not going to call myself non-binary. I don't need a label. I don't know why we're using labels. Why can't people just be people? Like, I understand if you want to use proper pronouns like he, she, they, them. I don't get offended when people call me she, because I get it. Mm-hmm. I don't get offended when people call me he, because I am. Like, I don't need a label. I don't need a pronoun. I'm just Lightning. That's simply it.
Yeah.
That is who I am. I made Lightning. Lightning is not just a name. It is.
You took what you had.
360'd my life and changed it. And with that, I wanted a new identity. And then came Lightning. And now that's who I am now.
Yeah. And that's why I'm very happy that, like, even though you, Morgan, and even though Keith wasn't really around much, you guys had my mom to go to if you needed to talk.
Because I couldn't do that with mine.
Yeah, like, And that's not me boasting about my mom or anything like that. Like, oh,
her mom is the sweetest woman I've ever met in my entire life.
Like, it doesn't matter if she meets you once and
Your
never
family.
sees you again, or you're over every day. If you need her, she's there. Like, we offered Morgan to move in with us when she was going through a hard time. You lived with us for a little while.
Yeah.
Like, door is always open with her, and I love that because growing up, she wasn't allowed to have friends over.
Right.
Like, her mom was very, very strict about that, and she swore that if she would ever have kids, that would not be the case. Mm-hmm. She's like, I would have the open door policy.
Yeah, and she does to this day.
Yes.
I know I can go. I know I can call your mom with any problem I have, and she'll be there.
Yeah. Like, I don't even have to be there, and I'll come home and I'll find Morgan in my house.
Yeah.
Like, and it's not weird at all. Like,
when she's ready, we'll have to get her in here.
Oh my God, yeah.
And do podcasts with her.
But it's just.
Your mom is the most baddest bitch.
Oh my gosh, like
I ever did meet.
She is a very timid little Italian woman, but if you piss her off,
she'll kill you.
She will.
They will not find you. No. You will be You will. Oh.
She has a record, and she's not afraid to tell you.
Like, she'll tell you. She'll let you know about it.
She is a badass little baker because my mom's a cake decorator, so she knows how to use a knife.
Yep. Like, when I changed my name, your mom didn't.
She didn't even bat an eyelash.
No, she was like, okay, good for you. My family was over here like, why lightning? Oh, you got it from a video game? Like, oh, so creative. You're really going to spend the money to change your name to that? But, like, if you don't know the meaning behind it, then shut the fuck up.
Like,
because I know, like, you didn't fully get it, I think, until we had that night where you were over really late and we were on the couch just talking.
Yeah.
It was at the old house.
Like, I understood that you wanted to do it, but you never explained why.
Right.
Because, like
it was a way of shedding my old life.
Yeah. And once you explained it to me, I'm like, perfect.
Right. Like, people will still call me by my middle name as, like, jokes, but they know. They know. I know. Just like I know. It's a joke. I know. I'm not expecting people to call me Lightning. When I introduce myself to people, depending on, like, what platform. So, like, when I do games and stuff, I am Lightning. When we do podcasts and YouTube, I am Lightning. In real life, like, I'm Jay.
Yeah.
But my middle name is Lightning. And we will do, I'm doing a documentary. I'm not going to say too much about it. Not a documentary, but I have to get the things together for when I come back to YouTube. It won't be till next year, where I'm going to probably have friends. My husband will probably be on it, and we will be discussing very heavy topics such as eating disorders, paranoia, LGBT, drug abuse, and rehabilitations. It's titled Lightning. It's not just about me. It is, of course, on my channel. It will be. I've been wanting to do it for a little bit, and basically what's gonna be in it. And then I'll say this, and then we'll end it because we're already 17 minutes over. So, for example, if you were gonna be a part of it, you would come in. We would record your interview, where we ask questions like, when did we meet and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. It would be very, very generic, and then it would be what I was like. What signs did I show, if any, when I was on drugs or with my eating disorder? Because I have had one. What was I like when I was getting help? And it's mainly a PSA for you don't, and it goes back to what we were saying. Like, if you don't know what people are going through in their life.
Like, it's pretty much, it's okay not to be okay.
Yeah, good song. And it comes to a point where, with people being as mean as they are, especially now, people are fucking rude. You don't know what's going on. So I'm actually very curious to see what everyone's answer is. Like, I still have to get everything together and talk to friends and see if they're actually okay with being on camera for this. If not, we'll have them turn around. We won't include last names or anything. We'll just say, like, first names spelt wrong if need be. Like, I'm curious to see what everyone's answer is going to be. Especially, we're going to ask everyone, how many people do you know that have suffered with eating disorders, drug abuse, all of it? Mm-hmm. And the answers are probably going to shock. They're going to shock me. They're going to shock everybody because it's probably going to be like you, Keith. I would love to have Morgan come on and talk about it because she's gone through her own personal stuff.
Yeah.
You know, if she's comfortable talking about it, fantastic. If not, I think she'll be surprised too by the answer that everyone gives. Like, we'll probably have Brendan on. We'll probably do like Skype calls with Jesse Lee, who else is also featuring on White Noise. I want to say Sad Souls. My husband will be involved. My parents, if they'd like. Like, I want to spread awareness for eating disorders, drug like addiction and stuff like that, because it is not easy.
No.
Addiction is something you live with for your entire life, and I think people just misconstrued it of it's a choice to do it. In the beginning, sure, it is a choice.
But after a certain
but
point,
no one
nothing is a choice.
But no one is thinking that, oh, I'll have one cigarette. No one's thinking that one choice is going to turn into an addiction.
Well, okay. My thing is that you pick up a pack of cigarettes.
Yep.
You know it's not going to just be that one pack.
I always told myself I would never smoke.
Yeah. I remember you telling me that.
Because my dad smoked and I hated it. I would tell him to quit. I would hide his cigarettes. And then I turned into, I had one cigarette and I realized it helped with stress. And when that didn't work, I turned to harder drugs. And this isn't coming out for quite some time. Like, we still need to get things together, and I need to be in a good mental space to sit down in front of a camera and talk about stuff like this.
Yeah.
But it is important. I feel like all of our friends have gone through at least one of them, whether it be depression, anxiety, eating disorders, drug abuse, something. Suicide. That's a huge, huge thing.
Yeah.
Like, I really think, and I'm not expecting it to do as well as documentaries like Demi Lovato or
but it's for the
Selena Gomez. People. It's for the smaller people, because when you see celebrities, you're like, oh, all celebrities go through that. It's different when you see day-to-day normal people go through the same things that you're going through and you feel so alone. And then you see a small YouTuber like me who's putting out Lightning, not the book, but the documentary on it. And it's insane just to see that normal people do go through this, not just celebrities. You hear celebrities more often because they're more publicized and they're in the public eye. But you don't really hear about normal people. And if you do, you're like, they're normal. Who cares?
Right? But, like, me, I always felt like an outsider because of my ADHD and dyslexia. And nobody else around me had it as bad as me. So I'm always like, this is so weird and, like, blah, blah, blah. I got on TikTok and I see people experiencing the same things that I do. And these are just normal people. And it has helped me a lot. Like, I am not as weird as I thought I was. And that has helped me so much over the past year. Because now I'm comfortable with my stutter. Before, I would apologize for it.
Right.
Now I'm like, it's who I am. Like, I'm sorry. And also with me zoning out and all that type of stuff. It has helped me.
Right.
So something like that could help.
Yeah. I that's the goal anyway. Because I know my friends aren't really like I know
open.
you're nervous about it. So like Keith, I've been wanting him to be on the podcast, but he thinks he's really boring. I think he's just shy.
He is a very shy
But
boy.
I think if I sit down and I describe it the way that I described it to you, of I'm not looking to make money off of this. I'm not looking for it to be widely accepted and published. Like, I don't want it to be on fucking Netflix or anything. I just want a small YouTuber to put something out like this to show that, hey, you don't need the views or subscribers or the fame to go through stuff like this.
Right.
Like, it is a normal, very normal thing for everyone.
Right?
I think I'm gonna get
parents say.
I think I'm gonna get Tisha involved in it because she was in the film stuff. So I think
Yeah.
I might talk to her about when she comes up and see what she can do.
Yeah. And I don't care what parents say. Like, back in my day, this wasn't. Yes, it was. That just didn't acknowledge.
Right.
So now you have the opportunity to actually do something about it. Even, and I'm sure you feel the same way. If this helps, like,
Even one person.
it's a success.
Yeah. That's how I think that's how I am with all the projects I do, like Sad Souls. If one person can, as long as one person listens to it, that's enough for me to keep going.
Right? I want to interpret some of that into my book.
Right.
Like, it's not going to be a huge thing, but it's going to be it's going to be in there. So
But my point is just because you're not famous and you don't have money and you're not a celebrity doesn't mean you can't do these things.
Right.
Look at me. Like, I'm not famous by any means. I've made music. I'm not famous. I've I've written a book. I'm not famous. We have a podcast. Like, you can do these things. If you really want to do them, you can do them. You don't need fame or money to do. I mean, you need a little bit of money. Sad Souls cost me about $1,000, but like,
you don't have to be a millionaire.
You don't got to be a millionaire to do it. You just need to have the motivation and the confidence to do it. And sometimes it's hard to find confidence to do that. So I'm hoping, I don't know, that the title might change to maybe, I was thinking like Lightning Reborn or something like that. Mm-hmm. I want this documentary to affect people in a good way. I want people to realize that no, they're not alone. That I want the misconstruction of only celebrities go through this to be abolished. I yes. don't like that people think that just because they're famous, all celebrities go through these things. Normal people do too, yeah. and that's what it's going to show.
What I don't like is that I know it's not the celebrities. I know it's their publicists.
Yep.
That are like glorifying it.
Yeah.
And it's
because
not.
It sells.
It is dangerous. Like anything like yep. that is dangerous, and publicists like glamorizing it is also affecting the celebrities negatively, but the celebrities can't show it because then they get in trouble.
Yep. It's insane.
It's a horrible cycle.
Yeah. However, we are about a half hour over, but it was very good conversations, and I had never brought up the documentary before, so I'm kind of excited that I said it, because now that I've said it, I have to do it. Like, there's no backing out now.
I'm gonna hold you to it.
I know you're gonna be in it, bitch.
Oh boy.
But that is it for today's episode. Make sure you guys follow Hailey and follow me. Listen to Sad Souls, and we'll see you guys on the next one. Again, if you have any topics that you would like to have us discuss, please leave it in the comments. Leave us a 5-star review and send us your questions at IGKNIGHTPODCAST@gmail.com. We'll see you guys soon.